Right, I'm not going to talk during this stream. Housekeeping. I made a mistake. This is the most, immediate regret I've ever had in GeNShiN. Even more so, probably, than when I got, Nahida's signature twice. So at least that was, cool for Kokomi, at least. And tell you, there could be someone else it's good for as well. If Nahida's ever good with, a second Catalyst character in the team and not for Nilu Bloom, this could also come in big. If Alhaven was a Catalyst character, this would be huge for him. But he's not. But hypothetical. Yeah. So what happened was, of course, I said I'm not going to pull Jelonen because I hate her as a character. I quite firmly believe she is. Yeah, I'd say she's probably the worst written character in the game. She is the most drop-dead boring in the entire game. And that is really saying something considering how fucking boring some of these characters are. But yeah, I would place her as number one. Not, I would say other characters are even worse. I would say Janssen's probably worse. But Diona is probably a bit worse. Maybe Mika. I literally have never even seen Mika in game though, so I don't know. Problem is that Jelonen is important to the plot, right? The other characters that are really annoying are, but they're insignificant 4-stars that have 2 seconds of screen time. Jelonen gets a good amount of screen time, which is really fucking sad. Jelonen has more screen time than Ganyu, probably more comparable to. I mean, Zhao has the fucking Chasm Crest. But without the Chasm Crest, she has more than Zhao. She has a lot of screen time compared to some other characters who deserve it way fucking more. And so I do not like her as a character. But there are things I like about her design, and she is quite strong. And so, because of that, I was thinking. Well, then, combined with that, I was like, okay, well, I want to get a Escoffier, but Escoffier will be best for freeze teams, and I don't know if I want to run Ganyu freeze, or Ayaka freeze. I don't know if I like freeze teams. And otherwise her value would be a bit limited. And I considered, would she be good for Hu Tao, but then Jelonen is probably better for Hu Tao anyway. Because prior application could actually make Hu Tao weaker. Possibly. And Jelonen obviously has more team variety. So ultimately I was like, fuck it. I'll get Jelonen because... initially I was going to... Initially I thought, if I win 50-50, then I win 50-50. If I don't, then I won't get her. And I lost 50-50. Want to know who I lost it to? This fuckwit. Which is fantastic, because Tainari is probably my least favourite 5-star. I would sooner play Chi-Chi or Dea than I'd probably play Tainari. I do want to play Dea. I do want to. Chi-Chi, I don't know, just because her kit's kind of interesting to me. I don't know why. Also C2, is any of these good? Yeah. Yeah, so I lost a 50-50 to Tainari, and then I was like, well. And I was like, okay, so now I have a guaranteed. I should save it for Escoffier. But then, I've said to myself, yeah, I would get Escoffier if I was going to get Ayaka. But Ayaka's not coming back anytime soon. And even then, I don't know if I would get her. So I won't be getting her. So that means I would only be getting Escoffier to be a support for Ganyu in a team which I might use Ganyu with. Because when I play Garnia Freeze with Charlotte, I don't really like it all that much. So yes, I was like, I'll go for Jalolan. She's basically guaranteed value, whereas Escoffier, I don't know. Then, then it was confirmed that we're getting Chronicled Wish with Chiori and Ayako on it, and Ayato, and Yoimiya. Basically, just a banner filled with characters. Every single character on that banner is one I want. Every single one. I'm not even shitting you, literally all of them. I want Yai's Constellations because I like these first two. Oh, I like the sound of all of them. Where is it? Uh, Kazuma's first two are also really cool. Yoimiya is a character I like, so I wouldn't mind to have gotten her. Ayato and Ayaka I want to put the siblings together. Chiori I really want. Literally every character out banner I want. And so I'm getting double fucked. Is not only are they running a Scoffier, who I think I want, but they're then running a Chronicled Wish where I want literally everyone on it. Now, one thing I will say about Chronicled Wish, I do think it is good. I think it's really healthy for a game. They finally put a banner where there's no standard characters. No matter what, you're getting a limited one. That's good. They should still be running one Chronicled Wish every 20 days, though. They really should be. But yeah, it's a step forward, I suppose, at least. It's a massive step back for the community and the leakers, because they missed us shit, and they hard pushed Jalonen, and now people like me are fucked. Because we were dumb enough to listen. And yeah, I immediately regret getting Jalonen, because now I'm not doing very good on pools. I have 10 pools to my name right now. Yeah. Not great. So I'm likely going to have to choose between Escoffier or Ayaka or Chiori. So, my plan, I think it is. It sucks to say it, but I think my plan is skip Escoffier. She will likely get a rerun in a couple months. Most likely. Because the next region is a Cryo region, and we're about to get Skirk, and we'll probably get more characters built around it. It took him this long to do a rerun of Jalonen. We'll probably have the same amount of time before we get a rerun for Escoffier. Maybe even less time because she's more specialized than Jalonen. So Escoffier is less of a problem. And again, I'm not too hasty to get a freeze team. My problem is then Ayaka or Chiori. Ayaka's best in freeze teams, but I would like to try her in Melt at least, or get goofy with it. And Chiori, I don't know, just because she's Geo. If she was any element other than Geo, I'd be a lot more confident in getting her. But because she is Geo, and because I know about her whole C1 problem, yeah. Because she'd be great to combine with Jalonen, but I would have to get her C1 for that. And that would make a really good team core. That would actually be really good if I could do that. But that's quite unlikely. It is not likely for that to happen. Granted, if it did happen, I would not complain. That's at this point the best case scenario I can get. The best case scenario I can get at this point, of course, would be to get Escoffier in like a single 10 pool, and then go on to Chronicled Wish, get Ayaka, Chiori, and Chiori C1 in a single 10 pool. There you go. That would be best case scenario. Yeah, so what I'm what I'm probably going to do is wait until near the end of, assuming Chronicled Wish is in the second half, wait until the end of Escoffier's banner, see how many pulls I have, decide if I'm going to put any into Escoffier to see if I can just get her on the off chance. I have put some more, actually I do have some pity, right? Yes, I have 13 pity. So I could put like a 10 pull into this, see if I can just snipe her. Or I could save all of them for Chronicled Wish, and then pray I get Chiori and Ayaka. I do think Chiori is my priority, because again, I do feel a little bit rough with Ayaka. Part of the reason why you want to run her in freeze teams is because of her really high energy cost. Yeah, so I think my priority might be getting Chiori. And the thing is, if I don't like Ayaka, then I'm probably not gonna like Escoffier as much. Anyway. Because again, Ganyu's best teams would be Ganyu Mel. We just need the best teammates to make use of it. And I am thinking that Ganyu, Jelonan, Chiori, and then Chiori C1, and then I don't know, some other teammate to apply Pyro, either Jangling or Pyro Traveler, and that would be a good team, I feel like, for Ganyu Mel. You'd actually have a lot of sub DPS coming from Chiori there. Like, that could be interesting. I was thinking of fucking DPS John Lee because of this. This is interesting to me because of a plunging damage. John Lee, Jilonan, Chiori, Cloud Retainer. A goofy as fuck team. 2 random Geo characters, and then John Lee and Cloud Retainer. Who are, of course, friends, so it makes sense. Of course, Cloud Retainer's... Why Cloud Retainer is so good with Zhao is because Cloud Retainer's damage percent here is multiplied by all of Zhao's multipliers. The point of Zhao's kit is that he stacks 90 billion fucking damage multipliers. 95% there, 25% there, fucking 30% there. Then you have your Animo damage bonus, so with Farina that's 150%. And then you have your crit, which is another 150%. Then you have another 12% there. That's the whole point of Zhao, is he just stacks the fuck out of damage bonuses. Obviously, John Lee does not have that. But maybe we could try doing something similar, but depending on exactly how that damage bonus applies. And if we can make that stack with an interesting way with Cloud Retainer. Because I've always said I love John Lee's attack animation, so I would love to make a plunge John Lee. It probably wouldn't work, but it could. No, give him a good fucking pole arm. Maybe we can make something happen. It'd be fun. Yeah, DPS John Lee. That is something I'm worried. The thing I'm worried about with Chiori is just like what teams do I put her in? Right? The thing is, I think I need to accept just not pulling for meta. Which, like, I don't want to do. I am totally fine with not pulling for meta. Like, I fucking invested in Zhao's Infinity Stones. And as you can see, I'm trying to get into playing Kaching. Despite the fact that I fucking hate her. I am not a meta player, but it does concern me. I don't want to pull for a character that can't clear the Abyss. Right? I want to still be able to fucking clear it. And don't give me a bullshit any character can clear, that's bullshit. But yeah, so... Who actually is on the banner again? Is it everyone from Inazuma? It was Kazuha, Ayaka, Yoimiya... Oh, Kokomi. Poor fucking Kokomi. Oh dear. Yeah, I forgot Kokomi. Miko, IR2, yeah. Poor fucking Kokomi. Everyone is slating her right now, and I kinda get it. She's still a good character, but that's just because she's Hydro. Right? It's just because she gives Hydro application off field every 1.5 seconds. And healing. But like Frina is just better. um Granted, like I'm not angry about Kokomi's situation. She hasn't been truly power crept because again, Freena's not really a healer. The problem is just again, she's another character where she simply doesn't have any team roles at the moment. All she has is Nilu Bloom, and that's it. And in Nilu Bloom, she's one of the best in slots. She is the best in slot. And Nilu Bloom is still a great team. I've heard people saying it's fallen off. Yeah, sure, everything has fallen off compared to Malwika and Spin to Win. Do I fucking care? No. I refuse to acknowledge that Malwika's in the game because she's fucking ruined it. I actually uploaded a YouTube video earlier, which I got pretty fucking pissed off about. I said Malwika's made the game worse because she has. But yeah, poor Kokomi. She's still like a good character, but she's not one like you want to pull for. So she should be added to standard banner or something. Actually, yeah, that make a lot of sense. Add her to standard banner. She's the kind of character makes sense for it. Like like a good character to have, and that's like it. You'll find better options. Unless you like Nilu Bloom, like me. I still use a good Cocoa Fish. And also, Jiori's kit is a little bit simple. It is. It's literally just damage. I do wish she had something special about her, like, I don't know, fucking attack percent buff to reactive character or something. But whatever. I love her design. I like the idea of her kit. Aside from that, she has split scaling. She has corporate greed. So yeah, I think my priority is getting Chiori. Also, I've heard other people say before that they like Chiori players, and I think cool people pull for Chiori. So I think if I pull for Chiori, it'll make me look cool. I did put together an artifact set for her. Who has it? Put together this artifact set. She has split scaling, so both attack and defense are good. Oh, this is an attack stance. Oh no. Anyway. I think this is a decent set. That's with no... Actually, one of the artifacts is leveled, right? Yeah, this one. Nothing else leveled. And no weapon benefits. She does ascend with crit rate. So what she gains, is it 19% crit rate for Ascension? And then there's where we get out the artifacts, and then there's a weapon. She's a sword character. And that means I can give her something busted like this. Or I can give her this. But this would be crazy for her. Is there anything else to say? The Farazan C6, did I get this on stream? I don't know. How long has it been since I streamed GeNShiN? It would have been it was the exploration for this update, wasn't it? Yeah, so... Yeah, 1000 C6. I don't think there's any other developments. I got some gaming constellations. Didn't know he had HP draining in this kit. Have any? No. Yes, that's all right. Anyway, I've been trying to play catching with this team. It's alright. It works. The reason why I'm streaming is to play this event.
Speed of light! Hey! Alright. Hey! Our guests of honor are here. Now we can really get this party started.
Whenever we put the standard selector, I heard she was in this event. Very upsetting. Whenever you put up
You're back from Inazuma already?
a standard selector, I'm going to be picking up Mizuki because I want to try to make her good.
That's right. My friends in Natlan are like family to me. I like to think of the people of the Springs as my home away from home. If I want to help people here, I definitely can't neglect the Natlan branch of my practice.
Miss Mizuki's work ethic is impeccable. She puts the rest of us service providers to shame. Well, I've had some weird dreams lately. Like a rush order?
Wow, you made that connection pretty fast, Traveler. Almost.
Are those... Anyway, the expedited time point being...
I'm still gonna
I've been
skip
having
literally
nothing
every
but
single
those
one of
kinds
Shalonen's
dreams,
lines. It doesn't
so
matter
wrapped
if
up all my
I pulled
orders
her.
and decided to visit Miss
I did not pull her because
It
she's
looks like a
Shalonen. I
charm.
pulled
When
her
I
because
took
she
a
has a
nap
strong
that
It
kit.
was my pleasure to help, Miss Shilonen.
She's the only character I've ever done that before.
Although I'm not sure
There's
how
no
much
other
credit
character I
I can
pulled
really
just
take
because
for
they're
the
strong.
disappearance of those dreams.
In any case, everyone's feeling good and well rested.
And also, yeah, elements of her
Means
character design that I do
it's
admittedly like.
party time! A party on the water, to be exact. It's a tradition in my tribe, and we're gonna have a blast! Yeah, let's party! Although, what does that involve exactly? Obviously, delicious food and drinks are given. But how do people in Natland like to party? Wait, are you being serious?
Oh yeah, and it fucking sucks that Kona's
Do I spy a fellow extreme
gone
sports
wacko.
enthusiast?
because she was like
To
one of
tell
my
you the
favorite
truth,
voice actors,
Those activities were where my mind first went to
and
as
she's
well.
kind of just gone
But
insane.
according to Chief Amina, not
She's now
everyone likes
embarrassing
high adrenaline
everyone.
activities. Even beach volleyball can be dangerous. It's all fun and games until you spike the ball straight into your friend. This event is supposed to be fun, not something that scars people and creates even more work for Ms. Mizuki in the process.
It's a whole fucking situation, man. But like Venti's voice actor got involved, and now like Corner's like accusing them of lying. When well, one person who's an unreliable nowadays so far has been Corner. It just sucks. It sucks so bad. Like, it feels like to me, what's happening to GeNShiN over like the last year is what I feel like Star Wars fans went through with the prequels and with the sequels as well. Or like any kind of like old IP that got dug up and then had a really shitty sequel. Any kind of situation like that, where it feels like a new creative team has come in, creative in fucking quotes, a new team has come in and then just destroyed everything for no fucking reason. And then ran the IP into the ground so it just dies. That's what it feels like has happened with Genshin in the last year. So I think I've really pinned down what a bunch of my problems are. I'm getting so bored with the game.
Well, she does
And I mean,
have
I
a
can. Oh,
point.
actually, let's go
I'm
through that
always
in a
happy
minute.
to help, but I'd rather not have a hand in creating my own patient's trauma. It's better if no one gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I came to you for advice. So, what's the plan?
Well, not everyone has a background in extreme sports, and we don't want that to deter people from participating in this event. As we were chatting, I happened to mention the Mikawa Flower Festival and its more laid-back approach to games, and Miss Mualani really latched onto that idea. So we decided to give Akitsu Haneasobi a distinctive Natlanese twist. The result is Rhythm Ball, a relaxing game that doesn't sacrifice on fun.
An Inazuman game with a Natlanese twist? What a cool idea!
Wow, and you haven't even heard the band, which, as you can imagine, no complex, of course, after all, who knows? Oh,
Yeah, whatever you say. What? Yes, that's the spirit! As long as you and Paimon can play your hearts out, it's mission accomplished. Oh, and I'll grab some snacks and drinks for the rest of us while we watch.
Just remember to pace yourself, okay, Traveler? I'm sure you don't want an endless loop of dance-off stage music stuck in your head before bed tonight.
Well, thanks, everyone! This sounds like a blast. Plus, if Shilonen's the one DJing...
Is that the whole quest? I really thought there was like story quests to this. Is there not? I'm not reading any of this. You should be making your games intuitive. That's the whole point of minigames. In fact, yeah, that's the whole point of minigames. It should be one of those screens at most. Otherwise, you've completely failed. Okay, right? Here's a big problem, right? Part of why I've always enjoyed GeNShiN is because it has no, like, set rule with its characters' kits, right? It's part of the problem I have with Wuthering Waves. Every single character in Wuthering Waves is about raising their forte bar, and then lowering it, and then raising it, and then lowering it, with some exceptions. Right? And so that leads to Wuthering Waves gameplay often being really repetitive. And so the only way to make it not repetitive is to play it suboptimally, which is a big problem with Wuthering Waves. But if you look at GeNShiN here, if you look at the earlier character kits, right, the thing you'll notice is that they're way more fucking interesting in general than what we've gotten more recently. Right? Let's just... Zhang Ning, big fucking AoE, coordinated attacks, not you. Official thing, yeah, right? They're all cool. I'm not going to break down every single fucking character game. Kitching has like quick stop playstyle and stuff. Vortex, shield, freezing enemies in place, dual different kinds of DPS and unique cooldowns and shit. First bow charge attack, DPS, plunging attacks, charged attacks, and then later plunging attacks as well. There was an attempt to do something special with Eula. Eula was the first attempt to like make an actual nuke kind of character. They just made a big mistake in making her physical. Kazuha's whole stick he has going on, I'm not going to break down every single character. A character who's front-loaded like Eula. A normal attack bow character, so like the opposite of Ganyu. Then we've got Raiden, who is both a nuke and a normal attack spammer. Then we have Kokomi, who has Hydro AoE. Itto, who has like really fast-paced, high-damage attacks, kind of. I don't know how to describe Itto. Miko, who can be used as both a DPS and sub-DPS because of her team roles. Ayato, who has this whole stick of standing in one spot and then just repeating the same attack animation over and over, but like actually in a kind of cool way, so it kind of flows well. Yelan and her whole thing with moving and then coordinate attacks. Right? All these characters, they have something interesting going on in their kit. I can't describe it for each of them because we'll be here fucking forever and I want to end the stream at some point. Right? But starting after Chiori, we got a trend somewhat, right? Even then, you could say Chiori was kind of part of it, because again, she's literally just a sub-DPS. But she still has some unique stuff in her kit, like she has her charge, and then she has split scaling, and she's Geo. You can argue that simply her being a Geo sub-DPS makes her unique in its own right, because those historically just aren't a fucking thing. I mean, yeah, she's literally... Yeah, she's the first Geo sub-DPS in the game. Goro does not count. He's not a sub-DPS. So yeah, she's the first Geo sub-DPS in the game, so that alone kind of makes her unique. Arlecchino! Just, what if we did Hu Tao, but worse? In, like, every way. And that's Arlecchino. Cephos is fine. Oh yeah, there's Albedo. Sorry, I completely fucking forgot he existed. I completely forgot he existed because he's yet to be in my game. I've seen him in like one event. He's finally coming back, but I don't care because I'm not interested in this character. Poor Albedo. Also, split scaling kind of completely fucking ruined him, didn't it? And random EM buff for Geocat. His kit has always fascinated me for being bizarre. Yeah, sorry, I forgot Albedo exists. Clorenz is cool. Siegeween, no. Emily is just Nahida, but specifically for burning, which kind of makes her not very interesting. Then we have Kachino, whose sole team role is to carry an artifact set, which other characters do better than her anyway. Mulan was also kind of fine. She did a lot of damage in one big kind of nuke, but she was a little bit clunky to play, but you can appreciate the experimentation of her. Kenichi was also experimental. However, in his case, I think the experiment turned out really fucking badly. And Kenichi is one of the most annoying characters to play in the whole game for me. Then there's GeNShiN, who tried to power creep Kazuha and arguably succeeded. There's not really any big problems with GeNShiN's kit, I just think it's less interesting than Kazuha's. So with Kazuha's, it's not as simple as, oh, he just gives you a damage boost, right? He does swirls for AoE damage and AoE application. He has the little plunge, you can either charge a skill or you can tap it, right? There's still stuff going on in his kit. There's, like, infusing the elements into his skill and burst and stuff. So there's stuff that actually fucking happens. Despite the fact that his team was ultimately just to boost damage. GeNShiN, you use her skill, you do 2 normal attacks, and then you burst, and that's it, then she's just out. There's no thinking, there's just nothing. Just activate her, and then just drop her, and she's gone. There's nothing interesting in her kit. Auroron, I don't know, he just doesn't feel good to play to me, but I don't know, I haven't used him a lot. Chuska was also kind of fine. She was Wanderer, but simpler to play, whilst also being RNG dependent, which, yeah. Citlani felt like shit to play to me whenever I have played her. Same for Malrika, and Malrika was also extremely unhealthy of a game in terms of power creep. Then we got Lan Yan, who is a cool, somewhat niche shielder, but she's fine. She's also a Liyue character. Notice how all these characters are Natlan characters that suck, for the most part. Then we've got Mizuki, who is also technically a Natlan character, and she fucking sucks as well. We've got GeNShiN, who is strong, but also feels like shit to play. And then we got Verisa, who is fine. In fact, I might have tried to pull Verisa if I had more pulls. But yeah, so the point is that since Chiori, in like the last year of the game, character kits have not been fun. Like, it is quite telling, right, that I've been around for 2 years now. Yeah, coming from 2 years of GeNShiN, I think. Jesus Christ. In fact, it's not coming up on it. It has been more than 2 years of GeNShiN for me now at this point, and you can tell, like, I am not as interested in more recent characters. Like, with most people, they're pulling the characters that are, like, recent, right? But for me, it's been the opposite. I've been pulling all the old characters quite consistently. Of course, with the exceptions of, like, again, I started the game just before Baiju released, right? But you can see that actually post me joining the game, the only new 5 stars I pulled were Linny, Neuvillette, Frina, Navia, Cloud Detainer, Mualani, and GeNShiN. Now this one I consider a mistake. This one I also half consider a mistake, and not so much. I don't regret Mualani, there's just better ways to spend Primo Gems. Navia I only got because I got her signature weapon. I wouldn't have gotten her otherwise. And Linny was a fun experiment, because Garnu is my favourite character in the game, and so I thought Linny has the same kind of playstyle, so I'll experiment with it. And I did like him, but I haven't played him in ages. And Neuvillette I hate. So yeah, actually, out of these characters I've pulled, out of the characters that have released since I started playing, I like 1, 2, 3 of them. Christ. Right, every other one can go in the bin. Chiori, of course, I don't have, but I think I will like her, and that's it. I also think I would have liked Teresa if I pulled her. Like, the point is that I'm waiting 40 days per patch, hoping that the banners will then interest me with characters that I like. But they're not, because characters are taking a fucking year to rerun. And so all that's happening is that I'm just waiting forever for a character with an interesting kit. Meanwhile, I'm just stuck playing the same characters I've been playing for a very long time now, because the new ones just aren't fucking interesting, narratively or gameplay-wise. And that's why I'm just really unhappy with GeNShiN right now. There's nothing interesting going on. They've ruined the story, they've ruined the world building, the exploration is not as good as it used to be, and the character kits are not as good as they used to be. Literally every single thing in the game is worse than it used to be. Anyway, let's play the minigames. I'm just gonna play it. Do I need to talk to her? I hope not. I like the idea of Mizuki's kit. The problem they have with her is just that they made her shit for no reason. And apparently Aoife is going to be like just as strong as her, which I think is also awful. Should I avoid my week out of protest? Yeah, I'm probably going to punish me if I don't. They all have pretty consistent application. The war one is probably the worst in that regard. Again, I did not read the rules, I assume just do elemental reactions. I feel like I don't have a lot of power over its bouncing. Oh, now it's... Okay, well now it's not two anymore.
Bravo! Bravo!
No? It really feels like I should be able to throw another one. Ah, okay.
Right on the beat.
Oh god, I was supposed to do like more than... Oh. Oh, I'm not gonna have a good score.
Oh, nice rhythm.
Alright.
Nice! Keep it up!
Is that... Good score. Barely. Alright. Alright, so a counter doesn't matter, it's just...
But
Honestly, I don't even bother reading those.
Oh, nicely done.
Right on the beat. Right on the beat.
Yes. What the fuck?
Right on the beat.
Stop talking about the fucking beat.
Oh, nice rhythm.
Shut the fuck up. When the thing is, the problem I've been talking about with their counters kits, it is made 10 times worse when this is what like events are. Thing is, it really doesn't feel like the bar is like having the effect it normally has in this kind of game.
Keep it up!
It does not feel like it's bouncing at the right angle.
Woohoo! This is the best part!
Is this it? Is this the whole event? I really thought it was something more. This seems to be it. Only 5 days left. So you only get 3 days? Okay, that's a bit mean. Cool. Alright, that's it. That's the event so far. One whole pool. Sorry, nope. Alright. I'm wondering, how could one make a mono to a team for Mualani which isn't based on Vaporize? Mualani, Jalonen, Farina, Kaza? It could be interesting to try that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try that
I
once.
have high hopes for this journey.
All right, let's head off.
And then let's run it in this domain as well. You know what? Maybe we should run Chiori's story quest. That makes sense. 'Cause I haven't done it yet. Man, something also really sucks. It's like feeling the regret of pulling the character.
Letting brave names echo!
That was a lot of damage. Okay. Wow. Granted, we are getting a crit damage boost from this domain, but wow, that was better than I was expecting. Way better. Yeah, I can just spend this. Oh, I have risen anyway. I was not expecting to break 200k. That's like just as much as she actually does on my Vaporize team, is not? Oh wow.
Let the world collide!
Into the wind.
And that's why Kazuha Shalonen is so strong.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Check this out!
Because it's such a high... Oh.
Amazing! Chill out!
It's just because it's fucking 76% res shred. That's such a fucking high number. 76% res shred is a big deal. I might even move to do Chiori story quest for her. To be honest, I was intending to not talk to stream and just put on the Carl Jobs video. And I started yapping. I just realized this is literally my...
I've been waiting for you for ages. Just sharpen my spear.
Yeah, it's literally just this team. It is unfortunate, there's quite a few characters now that are really starting to stack up of characters that I regret pulling. I definitely regret Venti a bit. It's less what he... Of course, I just joined the game after he outstayed his welcome, basically. But maybe he will come back to power at some point. Maybe. Linny, I regret a bit, just because I haven't used him in a while, but he was really fun for the time. He just outgrew his welcome quicker. Eula, I definitely regret. Tartaglia, I regret. Gilonan, I definitely regret. Even Yai Miko, I'm actually starting to regret a bit. So although she did serve me very well for a very long time on Garnu Hyperfridge, it has been a while since I have actually used her. And Yai Miko Plunge is not that crazy good. That also being said, it is too close in strength to Zhao's team. It is stupid how Yai Miko Hyper Bloom Plunge is almost as good, in some situations even better than Zhao with C6000, so all the Infinity Stones. Just slapping Yai Miko on is almost as good. Oh man. Neuvillette is unfortunately where it started to really go downhill. At least Arlecchino does have a little bit of interest in her kit, a little bit, but she is just a worse version of Hu Tao, kit-wise. Obviously, not strength-wise, she's just as a... She's just as strong damage-wise as Hu Tao, in some situations better, in some situations worse. But kit-wise, she's far less interesting, and I doubt anyone can really challenge that. I mean, yeah, it kind of started with Neuvillette. I really regret getting Neuvillette C1. I don't think I regret getting Neuvillette just baseline, because he was my first 36-star of the Abyss. So I am happy with that, and he's also been several of my other clears, I think. But, yeah, his C1 is not worth it. Not unless you're a super fan of him, and I think to be a super fan of Neuvillette, you probably have something wrong with you. Same people that are super fans of Neuvillette are probably the same people that are super fans of Malwika. Yeah, there you go. There's how much damage he does on this team. Now, on this team, yes, he clearly does out-damage Hu Tao. There's no... It's pretty hard to debate it. He's doing 80k now per hit. Granted, actually, that is still 80k, and that is with a crit damage buff as well. Whereas my Hu Tao with my Jilonen is hitting 120k on a charge attack. And then there's normal attack as well with that, and that's not even in this domain. And there's futile plunges, which are
One with wind and cloud.
their own thing as well.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow your head, let the mighty be humbled.
Fuck's sake, it's so stupid. The whole point of Genshin's combat system is the fucking elemental reaction mechanic, which is such a cool fucking thing. And it's part of what attracted me to a game at first, because I went to Genshin because I wanted Warframe the anime. And at first, that's what it was. But it isn't anymore. Because another thing about the recently released characters is you'll also notice a lot of them steer away from elemental reactions and are instead just about dealing raw damage in a really brainless fucking way. Arlecchino does not care as much about elemental reactions. Nouvellette clearly does not give a single fuck about elemental reactions. Malwika doesn't fucking care about elemental reactions if it's not melt. Kanich wants burning and nothing else. Mualani wants burning and nothing else. And guess what? Burning is the least cognitive fucking elemental reaction in the game. Even Quicken, which I fucking despise, has more shit going on than fucking burning. It's all about fucking feedback. Player feedback. And these recent characters have fucking none of it.
One with nature.
Settle down.
I'm slowly arguing myself out of getting Chiori. That's why people never liked the Geo element, because it doesn't do anything. In order to make Geo good, guess what? People started liking Geo when they released a character from Geo who, guess what, is based all around elemental fucking reactions. And even then, Navia is a bit, yeah. But it really just feels like in the last year, Genshin's older development team got kicked out, replaced by new guys who immediately decided, okay, we want to sabotage this. We want to ruin this.
If you ever
It
have any
feels on purpose. Because it's like, it's hard to do so badly. You had a perfect blueprint for it. You have a perfect blueprint for it, and I've said this many times before, like, nothing pisses me off more than when someone has, like, every single capability and reason to make something really good. But then they just don't, and they fucking waste it. And it's like, why did you do that? Like, it's harder to get it wrong than it is to get it right. And you still managed to get it. How did you fuck that up? How did you fuck that up? The Varese as well, not based on elemental reactions. Chaska is, but in a weird roundabout way. Fuck. If you look at this, okay, let's look at all the characters released in like the last year. Let's go through which of these care about elemental reactions. Chiori, no. Arlecchino, a little bit, not that much. Cephos, no. Florend, no. Seedween, no. She's a fucking healer and no one uses her anyway. Emily, no, because burning is not an elemental reaction. Kachina, no. Mualani, yeah, she's a hydro. I'll allow it. Kanich, no. Gilonan, no. Auroron, yes. Chaska, fuck it, I'll give you that one. Silali, she does, but I really hate her kit. It doesn't feel good to use. Fuck it, I'll give it yes. No. No. Yeah, no. Yes. No. No. Let's go to the start of the game and do the same thing. Yes, yes, yes. 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 No. Yes. Yeah. No. No. Yes. 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 I don't know. No. Mm, yeah? Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Definitely. No. 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 Yes. No. Yes. 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 No. Yes. Kind of? Let's go with no. Any anime character is kind of intrinsically is unless they're Zhao. Because of Viridescent Venom. So yeah. Yeah, she wants Vaporize. No. Yes, Taser and Quicken. Yes. Yes. No. 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 That's a streak there. Again, kinda no. Yes. 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 I hate Quicken, but yes. No, not really. Yes. 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 A bit, yeah. No. No. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 No. 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 Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Most of the older characters are all about the fucking elemental system. And the ones which aren't are notice a bunch of the supports. Or the ones which are, more debatable because is freeze really an elemental reaction? It doesn't, do anything. I mean, it literally does nothing against bosses. It's just, it really would be interesting to see the GeNShiN player counts, because I feel like it must be going down. So the game's less, in public discussion, right? It's got the least visibility it's ever had right now, I feel like. No one really talks about GeNShiN Impact anymore. And at the same time, the actual in-game updates are the worst they've ever been. And it's very much known in the community. No one is unaware that everyone hates Natlan. Everyone is quite well aware of it. So the game is going to shit. It's got the least visibility, which means the least amount of players coming in. I imagine the player numbers must be dropping. They must be.
What happened now?
And that can either be a good thing or a really bad thing. Of course, if the developers were good, they'd be like, oh shit, we're losing players, we need to improve the game right now. Or they could go the other way and say, oh shit, the game is going to die, we need to milk it for as much money as possible before it dies. Which, that's such a fucking awful mindset, man. But absolutely, our games just have that. Oh yeah, Marathon looks like shit. Fuck Bungie, I don't care. It's so weird. Marathon was what Bungie actually made before Halo, wasn't it? And now it's an IP they're returning to, but completely reimagined, right? Isn't that? I thought that was the whole thing with it. But the funny thing is, of course, new Bungie has nothing to do with Bungie. They're Bungie only in name, but none of the employees there are people who made Halo or anything before that. God, I love Kazuha's fucking normal animations. I saw someone running a Kazuha plunge today. What was the team, actually? What was that? It was Kazuha, Valdrotino, of course, Bennett Sitlali, that's what it was. I could run Kazuha, Shoutatena, Jelonen, and then... no, it has to be Farina Bennett. Fuck's sake, my mum's a fucking psycho. God. Yeah, I'm trying to get into kitchen. I've been playing it a lot the last couple of days. It's not awful. Because I've always loved Kitchen as a character, but her kid is awful. Right, that's it.